A Shopify seller lost more than $7,000 in sales in 1 month. Customers placed orders. They picked them up, then they filed chargebacks. So she lost the products, she lost the money, and still Shopify charged her extra. And this can happen to you, and Shopify won't be able to protect you. In this video, I'm going to break down what exactly happened, how this type of fraud works, and how you can protect yourself before it's too late. The seller's name is Laura, and like so many Shopify sellers, she offers online sales and local pickups. So what exactly happened? Some customers went to Laura's online store, they placed orders, they paid for these orders, and they chose to do the local pickup option. They then went to Laura's shop, they picked the items, and after that, they issued chargebacks claiming that they have never received the items. And once this happened, the bank returned the money to the customers. So basically, Laura lost the products, the money, but not only that, she was charged $15 for each fraud issue. Let me actually show you the clip from CBC where Laura tells her story.
Laura McNutt is calling out Shopify, saying the company didn't protect her from fraud and charged her extra when it happened.
I'm paying Shopify to host my e-commerce shop. I'm paying Shopify to process the payments. I thought I was paying Shopify to vet criminal activity.
McNutt says customers bought items from her Shopify online store, picked them up in person, then issued a chargeback similar to a refund through their bank. She lost the items and the income. Shopify kept its fees and charged extra $15 fraud fees for each transaction. McNutt says she's out more than $7,000.
And it's a monumental amount of money in my world. And I just can't absorb that kind of loss. It's devastating.
Let's discuss first why this happens. This is called card not present fraud, and it happens when someone uses a stolen card to place an online order. Now, normally with shipping, you have a paper trail, you have a tracking number, a proof of delivery, maybe even a signature. But with local delivery, it's different. When someone picks up a product in person, there is no proof that this ever happened. No signature, no tracking number, nothing. So when a cardholder contacts the bank saying, I've never made this order, I've never received these items, the bank sees no evidence that the order was actually fulfilled. So in most cases, they side with the customers. And that's when chargebacks hit. Let me break down why these chargebacks are brutal for Shopify store owners. First, obviously, you have lost the products. Second, the bank is going to pull the money and refund it back to the customer. But not only that, Shopify is going to charge you $50 for each chargeback issued. And the worst part, Shopify keeps the transaction fees. You won't even get these back. So you are left with nothing except a lot of stress and a big loss. And unless you have set extra fraud protection, you are completely on your own. So what Shopify said or didn't say about this? Actually, Shopify never replied to Laura's story. But if you go to their website, they are basically saying download third-party apps for chargebacks protection, which is good, but in my opinion, Shopify should be highlighting this even more. Shopify offers something called Shopify Protect, but it only works for orders done using Shop Pay and for orders with tracking numbers. It doesn't work for local pickup orders. And to be fair, Shopify offers a fraud risk analysis on every order, so you can see if the risk is low, medium, or high. But that's just a recommendation and it won't block any order. And what if the order looked like a normal order? Shopify won't even flag it in the first place. So in Laura's cases, Shopify most probably didn't flag the order because it looked like a normal local customer. So Laura has no idea that these orders might be fraudulent. Most merchants don't realize this before it's too late. And in most cases, small sellers like Laura are the ones who pay the price. Now, let's talk solutions and let's see how you can protect your store. And yes, you can do it. If you offer local pickups, always ask for an ID and take a photo of this ID if possible. You can also have your customers sign something to prove they have received the orders. And even better, take a photo of them receiving the orders. But you need to keep in mind that with local delivery, you will always have this risk. So if you sell high value items, I highly recommend you to switch to shipping only. Now on the digital side, what you can do is to use one of these apps or similar apps. Most of these apps will analyze every single order and will tell you how risky it is. And some of them might even cover chargebacks if approved. Also, as I said before, Shopify does risk analysis if you are using Shopify payments. So for every order, you will see if it's low, medium, or high risk. I highly recommend you to never fulfill any order that it is high risk. Always refund it. In my opinion, 99% of the cases, Shopify is right and the order is fraud. Now, for the medium risk orders, you might go the extra miles and call the customer, make sure that they have placed the order, ask them about the items in the order, and so on. But even after doing all of these things, the order might still be fraud. So be very cautious with medium risk orders and high risk orders. And if you want to be super safe, never fulfill them. What you can do is to use an app called Shopify Flow, and it's a free app, and you can set a flow to hold or cancel any high-risk order before fulfillment. And if you are not using Flow, at least set up a manual process to check out these risk levels before fulfilling any order on Shopify. Believe me, it's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. So here is the thing. Shopify is a super powerful tool, but Shopify is not a shield. As a merchant, you need to protect yourself. You need to do good risk assessment before it's too late. Stories like Laura are not rare at all. They happen all the time. I've seen it happen with so many of my clients before, and that's how I've learned the lesson. Don't wait for this to happen to you. Set up your protections, use the tools, and make sure that you are reviewing the risk level of every single order you are fulfilling. And never assume Shopify is going to protect you. You need to protect yourself as well. I hope this video will help you to avoid experiencing anything similar to what Laura experienced. If you loved this video and found it helpful, don't forget to smash the like button, to subscribe to my channel, and to hit the notification bell, because in this way you will get notified every time I publish a new video. As I told you before, Shopify is a very powerful tool. And actually, a few days ago, I have published a video about the newest Shopify updates and how you can use them to improve your online store. So I highly recommend you to check it out next.